Hey guys, it's B, and I am back with my September wrap-up. Better late than never, right? Right. So I finished 3 books in the month of September. I read 1 book and listened to 2 audiobooks. I don't know what it is about September, if it's because it's the end of summer. I don't know what's going on, but my reading always super suffers in that particular month. Like, without a fail. Without a fail, September is for my reading. But that means this video will be short and sweet for you guys, so let's get into it. The first book that I finished was The Couple Next Door by Shari Lampina. Thriller. I love a thriller in summer, like something fast-paced. To me, lighthearted, if that makes any sense. If murder can be lighthearted, but just something that keeps you turning pages, even if it's not a life-changing novel or a groundbreaking story. Just strictly entertainment. You can get lost in the story, and it's fast. So The Couple Next Door did not disappoint on any of those fronts. Thoroughly enjoyed it. A couple goes next door to have a dinner party with their neighbors, and they decide to leave their baby at home. They take the little baby monitor, so they monitor the baby, and they come back to check on her like every hour or so to make sure that she's okay. Dun, 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 moving the story along, they go to check on the baby, and the baby is gone. Who took the baby? Where is the baby? Is the baby alive? Is the baby dead? The story basically follows this couple going through all of the emotions that you expect a couple would. Zay is not entertained. So going through all of the emotions that you expect a couple would when their child has been abducted, possibly murdered, and trying to find out what's happened to her, where she is, and bring her home. The writing style, it wasn't horrible. It kind of has a YA feel to it because it is such an easy read, so in my book that left a little bit to be desired. But it reads fast. A lot of plot twists and turns and suspense, which are ingredients for a perfect thriller in my book. Even though it was a fast read, it took me a little bit to actually finish the book just because it never like completely grabbed my attention. And even though I found the ending like lacking, lame, hokey, whatever, it still was an entertaining read and I would still recommend it. Okay guys, and the next book that I finished in September was A Merciful Death by Kendra Elliott. This is also a crime/thriller novel. It's book 1 in the Mercy Kilpatrick series. So the story basically follows Mercy Kilpatrick, who grew up in a survivalist home in a community of preppers, people that are basically preparing for the end of society as we know it, like whether anarchy happens or natural disaster, things along those lines. They're going to be self-sufficient and able to take care of their own and those within their community. So when she's younger, she's shunned by her family and then moves to the city, becomes an FBI agent. So now all these years later, there is a person or persons that are murdering the survivalists in the community that she grew up in, murdering them in their homes. So the FBI doesn't know if this is an act of domestic terrorism or if there's something going on within the community itself. The crazy thing is that these recent killings are very similar to an event that happened in her community when she was younger, before she actually left. I ended up giving this one 3 stars. It wasn't terrible, but just something was missing. I understand that it's book 1 and there had to be a lot of backstory to build up the plot, get us familiar with the characters, yada yada yada, but it was just kind of slow. Again, with the no character connection, story just kind of drug on. Finally things happened towards the end as far as her starting to figure out the connection between the crimes then and the crimes now, and the little spark of a hint of a love interest. I wasn't thrilled, you guys. I wasn't thrilled. Not sure if I'll continue with the series. If anybody's read this one, let me know if you liked it, because it has been so pumped up on Amazon as far as advertising and marketing for so long that I got the audiobook and meh. So, and the last book that I finished in the month of September was The Fourth Monkey by J.D. Baker. can I tell you, can I just tell you guys that I was super stoked and excited for this one. It was advertised as a thriller suspense novel for lovers of the movie Seven and Silence of the Lambs. Boop, drop everything, sign me up. Totally in my wheelhouse, that's my kind of jam. So as soon as I saw a special deal of the day or whatever on Audible, I scooped it up and couldn't wait to start it. A little blurb about the novel. For over 5 years, the four-monkey killer has terrorized the residents of Chicago. When his body is found, the police quickly realize he was on his way to deliver one final message, one which proves he has taken another victim who still may be alive. As the lead investigator on the 4MK task force, Detective Sam Porter knows even in death the killer is far from finished. When he discovers a personal diary in the jacket pocket of the body, Porter finds himself caught up in the mind of a psychopath, unraveling a twisted history in hopes of finding one last girl, all while struggling with personal demons of his own. With only a handful of clues, the elusive killer's identity remains a mystery. Time is running out, and the four-monkey killer taunts from behind the grave in this masterfully written pace thriller. And again, this is book number 1 in a series. So I knew that there was going to be a lot of like plot building, storytelling, like catching us up on everything that's going on and setting the pace and the plot for the books that are to come. But oh my god, this was so disappointing to me. Like, people have been raving about it. People friggin' love it. I don't understand it. It was slower than molasses in winter. Like, I don't even know. And then the good parts of the book, because they're told from the point of view of the detective and from the point of view of the killer through journals that he'd written when he was a child. So we kind of learned where he comes from and how he becomes the person he is. Those were the most interesting parts of the book, and there just wasn't enough of that. I wanted to hear more in his words about his family and like how he came to be the person that he was. And of course the current story is interesting, trying to figure out the murder, but it just was so slow. And then the only interesting part, like I'm telling you, the diary of the killer, just little minuscule tidbits to keep us hanging in there for the story. Just, I didn't really care for this one either, you guys. I'm not even sure that I'll continue with this one. I gave it 3 stars, and honestly, I think that's being generous. But if you like thrillers, and supposedly if you're a fan of Seven and Silence of the Lambs, then give this one a try, because it's the most anticipated thriller of the year. Like, I don't even understand how it's rated as high as it is. If you guys have read this one, if you loved it, hate it, let me know below so we can talk about it some more. So that is it. $3 in the month of September. Yikes! And not just $3, but 3 books that just kind of like merp. Hashtag merp. So hopefully October, which is October now, this will be a better month than September was. But thanks so much for watching, you guys. If you enjoyed the video, book recommendations, things such as that, then go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more and be notified when I upload new videos, then go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Other than that, thank you so much for watching, you guys, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.